Hi everyone. I'm not too sure because I've been locked out of my Facebook account, my main Facebook account. So I'm trying to do that. I'm not too sure if this is going out to Facebook or not. My mate's going to text me and let me know. I just thought I haven't even really got anything specific to talk about. But I just thought like I might as well cover because that Marina Abramovich thing that's still what the fuck. Yeah, it's one of them what the fuck moments. Yeah, but let's not like she's involved with the Arts and Embassies program, and people can look at it. It's a proper program. It's going on now as we speak. And basically it allows them to traffic whatever they want to traffic, normally children and women, and they send it through under diplomatic because the arts and embassies is art for the embassies basically, but it allows them to ship literally whatever they want and it doesn't go through normal customs. It gets stamped and they've got their own customs and everything. And the people that are involved with the arts and embassies as well, it's like a who's who of the fucking child traffickers. Marina Abramovich, Hillary Clinton, John Anthony Podesta. I think Elephantis is because in 2002 they changed it to the arts and embassies. Then had a subreddit called FAPE, FAPE, and it's just that you just look at it and know. Yeah, you just look at it and know that this program. Oh, I've gone like, oh right, that's all right then. Oh, that's made me feel better. But I don't know what's going on because there was a page attached to my Facebook and it was Snooper Cooper, and it was like us. It started up like when I first started doing this, even when I was still doing it with John, and it was Snooper Cooper. I have no idea what the fucking password is. Oh, it's all nuts, but I'll get it sorted out. I've got to go down to Brian soon. I haven't spoken to him for a couple of days, but it's not like before I thought he's thinking, no, it's not. It's just that, he's got his own shit to be doing. I've got my shit to be doing. But yeah, no, I thought I'd come on and just moan about how fucking disgusting this fucking world is. And do you know what as well? One thing I'll say, I haven't all the people that John interviewed. I'm not gonna. I don't believe any of them were real, and that's kind of nuts because there are. I wouldn't even like to imagine how many victims there are out there just in this country alone. But well, I've just forgotten what I was just saying. And do you know what? This saying, I know I smoke weed, but my memory is getting worse and worse and worse. I was just making a point then, and I completely forgot what the point was. But it'll come back to me, I've no doubt. But back to the Arts and Embassies program. And all they've got to do is put this diplomatic fucking bullshit on the container, and like customs are not even allowed to open. Like even if they heard children crying in there, they wouldn't be allowed to open it. And it's like fuck, because the Clintons, no matter what they're fucking anything they've got their hands on, especially the Clinton School of what was it? School of fucking hell, it's in Wales. I can't even remember what school it was for now. Was it law? And it's not like they've just named it because there's pictures of Hillary Clinton there when she's having a photo taken with like it's and I don't think there's anything that they're involved in that's not dodgy at all. But they seem to have gone a bit quiet lately. It's mad because you don't hear nothing about them no more, do you? And that's a bit weird. Hopefully she's fucking dead to do the world a favour. And I'm that woman is just evil. All them Hollywood ones, that Ellen DeGeneres. Oh God, and you know what winds me up? People don't know. Yeah, I thought everyone knew about Ellen DeGeneres. No, you know, and it's because she was involved in that Wayfair thing as well. You know, she was definitely involved in that Wayfair thing because she was selling cushions. Yeah, these like they had an astrological sign on them. Yeah, but instead of saying say Gemini, same as mine, Gemini, right? It had a girl's name on it. It would, and they was going for £20,000. Yeah, you know, and that wasn't false news. There was people doing it live online. Yeah, and and Mel Gibson. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I know he's definitely part of it, but I think it's about 20 years ago. He said that Hollywood's saturated in the blood of children. Yeah, and baby blood is so sought after it operates its own currency. And if that was 20 years ago, how far along inside have we come from them, of them extracting it in easier ways? You know, I mean, I'm not going. I still ain't got to the bottom of how they extract melanin, but somehow, I mean, obviously they've got top scientists, haven't they? Like, so, you know, but it's just so sick. And also as well, I forgot to say, Serco also own our schools. They own all the Harris academies. So, and yeah, they're definitely not a company that's got the British citizen in mind when it, you know, it's like, and this global fucking warming, like it's just everyone blames the weather on global warming. Now, for me, now I've learned to look and to see. Now, we don't know. We're just sitting on our little island with no volcano, no earthquake, no fuck all, right? And if it is, it's something that we don't even feel. We're sitting on our little island. We've just had a really bad summer. Like, it hasn't stopped fucking raining. Yeah. But they're still telling us the Europe's on fire. Like, that was all exaggerated. That was all exaggerated. I'm not saying there's not forest fires, of course there is, but that it happens every year. And when they said even Switzerland, it's like, oh, come on, mate. What are you trying to fucking prove? It just pisses me off because watching the news earlier on, I think they're now Hamas, the Palestinians, Hasbas and Hezbollah have now all got together now and done an attack on Israel. And you know, and he's thinking like, oh my God. Like, it is, and all that is over different religions. That's what it seems to me. Like the Catholics and the Protestants. It's so illogical and just, like, it's just because like everything's done in the name of fucking Allah, whatever, Allah, God, fucking whatever, and it's just crazy. It's just absolutely crazy. And I was having a conversation with my friend yesterday. We had a like really good conversation. She's somebody who's who knows about, you know, she watches my YouTube channel, so it's easy to have a go because it's very hard to. I don't really meet anybody or talk to anybody apart from Brian, who is really can handle the nitty gritty. Right? And that's what I thank God that I can speak to Brian, because if I couldn't, I'd have been like, sometimes it fucking affects you. Yeah, it affects you really, 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 but also it makes you so, you don't believe anything because everything's bullshit. And you know, but I was having a conversation with my friend about immigration. Now, I know, all right, that immigration is not the cause for every problem that every British person's got, right? I can tell you right now, if they removed if all the immigrants went home tomorrow, our NHS will still be in the same state. Our housing list will be in the same state. We ain't got shortage of houses. You know, you just look and see there's blocks being built everywhere. It's not don't hate the player, it's the game. And the game, it's governments. Like, is there anybody in this country that really believes that our government's got our well-being in mind? I mean, me, I'm too old. They're not going. You know, the thing is I'll die soon. They're going for the children. And what people don't realise about the immigration is they are sent to detention centres. Yeah, I know on the news you see they you know, they're being put up in hotels. That's only a few of them, and then they report it, and then it makes everybody hate them. But the amount of unaccompanied children that come over here, yeah, their parents spent their lives sending them over, right? Where do they go? Because it was 2019, we had 249,000 children go missing. And I think just over 100,000 of them were immigration children. And what the government has actually done is used immigration as divide and conquer. Yeah, that's what they use immigration for. Now, it's not like these people are sitting in their country saying, yes, let's look at England. Asylum means the first safe country. Now, Great Britain is nowhere near like the first country in anyone's. We're completely out of the way. These people are told, go to Britain, land of milk and honey. Fucking milk and fucking honey. Do you know how much it is for a pint of milk nowadays? It's fucking ridiculous. But a lot of and with an immigration trade, the government know if a child goes missing from immigration, the first thing that a lot of British people will say is shouldn't be here anyway. And that action alone, because they shouldn't be here anyway. To me, I don't care what nationality a child is. I really could not give a toss. Yeah. And a lot of people say that, shouldn't be here anyway. They're not evil people. They've just been conditioned. It was like when a woman called the immigrants cockroaches. And I think Katie Hopkins did as well. And how are you dehumanising people for trying to better their lives? Because if I was living in any of them, I'm rowing my own fucking dinghy over it, mate. Yeah, to give my kids a better life. But these people are told. These people are actually told. Yeah, go to Britain. Yeah, and they're not. All they're finding here is hate. And I'm like I do think that we should close the borders for to sort shit out. Yeah. And that's not because I'm definitely not hating. I'm not buying into this fucking immigration. Let's hate immigrants. Let's blame the immigrants for the NHS. Let's blame the immigrants for not being able to get a flat. And to be quite honest with you, if people cannot see that is being used as, and it gives them it makes these people feel like they're right to take unaccompanied children. I don't even know where the unaccompanied children go, to be quite honest with you. It's a bit thingy because our border control is run by Serco. Yeah, it's just it's just crazy, crazy. But that reminded me of my other mate Mandy. She's been asked, like, they've asked her not to go and pick up her granddaughter in the school playground because they don't want her views contaminating their playground. Basically, it's my local school. And Mandy, she's very articulate as well. She's brilliant. She's brilliant with words. And her granddaughter come home, and her granddaughter was saying, "Oh, we done RE," and Mandy said, "My ears pricked up, like, RE." And then her granddaughter started saying, "Allah's God," and Mandy was like, he's just one of the gods because she's Catholic. But like she, and then she went in and she see her granddaughter's teacher, and she said to them, "I told them it's not education, it's indoctrination, whatever the word is, right?" And then she said to them, "Can I see the school curriculum, please? Yeah, for this year." So they have to do that actually. If you ask them for it, they have to show you the school curriculum. And Mandy said, 2 days in October were designated to gender identification. Number one, what the fuck is gender identification anyway? I've never heard of it. But and that's when they did, because Mandy said, "Nah, I'm not having my granddaughter. This is the gender identification. Why are you teaching like 6 and 7-year-olds gender identification? That's fucking ridiculous." But boy, they are pushing it, and and like people of my generation don't know about it until someone do you know what I mean? So but gender identification, that's fucking nuts, and that's in my local school around the corner. It's just for me. It's just crazy. It's just crazy, and like I said, I do believe that we should shut our borders because there is a problem. I'm not saying that there's not a problem, yeah, but I can assure you that our NHS would be in the same state as if there weren't no immigrants here, because they want to run it to the ground. Yeah, for me, the NHS was like, I think it says the jewel in our crown. You think the government want the NHS now? No, they want this private bullshit. Yeah, that's why they're making it affordable for everyone. Well, right about now, to be quite honest with you, if it's a matter of putting gas and electric on or private, nah, fuck that. Yeah, fuck that. And I do support the NHS. I do support the NHS. Because they all work hard, and it will be a shame. But you think the government really wants something there that's going to benefit us? Of course they don't, because right about now they're poisoning us with their fucking chemtrails. Yeah, oh, they're back again. They're it's just everyone who's got breathing problems is 10 times worse. Yeah, and it just winds me up. Let me have a look at my comments. Oh, here I am. Oh, bloody hell, 71 people. Should have some good comments then, because Right, let me... Oh, Valencia's will keep that, because no matter what comes out about these people, nothing changes. Nothing changes. So, of course, Balenciaga are still going. They're probably still doing their bullshit as well with their... Oh, mate. Brian's Telegram channel are slagging you off. I don't really give a shit, because the bottom line is what are you slagging me off for? If you don't like me, you don't have to say anything about me. Yeah? But I know Brian ain't no part of that. These are from the Pan Shop, by the way. These glasses, I just wanted, someone just said they're nice specs. They're from the fucking Pan Shop. Yeah. Well, I didn't know about that. Prince Andrew with the two small 9 and 11-year-old children in Kiev. I don't know about that, to be quite honest with you. I really don't know. That's nuts. It wouldn't surprise me. It would not surprise me, because there's definitely something dodgy about Ukraine. Oh, mate, after, like, I had doubts before the fucking Marina Abramovich re-educating. What the fuck is re-educating? You're, like, it doesn't make sense to me. Re-educating. Weren't they educated in the first place then? Like, what the fuck? And Marina Abramovich been chosen to do it. Well, oh. I think Jill Dando was probably about to blow the whistle on the paedophile ring in the BBC. That's what I believe. That's just my opinion. See them, like the fires in Mar. One thing I know, they people do know that they can affect the weather. I mean, weather manipulation has been child's play from them from the 1950s. Yeah. Right. So if there's fires in Mari, and 1,000 school kids gone missing, I'm saying they've set them fires. Just saying. Just saying, as I'm the Queen of just saying. Like, on my Facebook account, it's nothing personal about my life. I don't put it, like, I have put up, over the past 3 years, I've put up so many documentaries. Yeah, so many documentaries, right? But the thing is when you've been doing this for a while, and you get to know who the good documentary makers are, like Memory Old Murphy Buddha, even though I'm not too sure about Murphy Buddha anymore, but he's a fantastic documentary maker, credit where it's due. Memory Hold, though, although I don't use a lot, because he's not just about the child trafficking, he's about everything that's like, so a lot of his work that he puts up now doesn't concern me, really, because it does, but I think there's so much, like, this country is in a fucking bad way, man. It's in a bad way, and it's sad, because if I had a kid in this day and age, mate, they'd oh my god, I'd be, because they ain't getting no vaccines into my baby. Number one, no, homeschooling, not sending them to school. Yeah, because you don't realise that how what's that, what's that, like you don't realise, like, they tell you things like space. Yeah, we're taught in, well, what used to be called primary school in my day. We get, like, we're told the planet's around. Yeah, we talk about the solar system, and we just carry that through. Yeah, because you don't get no O levels or anything like that on astrology, I don't think, because I was never offered astrology. I don't think kids are. I don't know. But yeah, I am. Yeah, I know Prince William is at the top of Serco. He's on the board of directors. Yeah, I know. It's disgusting. They're warming the earth for, well, they're definitely warming the earth for a reason, but, and this is going to sound mad, but it's a white thing. At the top of the chain, yeah, it's still very bad. Because like I said, the Ku Klux Klan, they didn't just put down their pillowcases and say, oh yeah, let's love black people now. No, they swapped their pillowcases for suits. I've shown you what the Vodafone sign, yeah, is the fucking blood drop. The blood drop, like, it's like, it's called the blood drop. And you put it in blood drop flag of the Ku Klux Klan, and the Vodafone sign is exactly the same. Yeah, if that's not telling people, because the military and everything bad comes out of the military, that much, the military industrial complex. But I don't even really understand it too much. But it's basically military working in the private sector. Yeah, so, and if, but I haven't really got my head around that too tough. I haven't really gone into that too tough. Oh my God, the orphan trade. If you might have seen the same thing that I saw, and like, it's true what the Uranon was saying. It was it was the fucking hell, the lost history of Earth, or that, like, say that. And it's not these flat Earth series, even though that was absolutely brilliant. This one, right, found out about a guy called Dr. Cooney. Yeah, and Dr. Cooney used to set up at these fairs, at these fair things, and they were showing live like premature babies. This was in, I think it was 1900s, and it had oh, something's going on outside. Oh well. Oh, someone's in trouble. And the amount of orphans that were sent out on orphan trains in the Victorian times, it was just. Do you know what I was gonna do? I was actually gonna do a live on that. That Dr. Cooney, because and he's a German doctor. Okay. And like, there was over 18,000 premature, and like you were saying, where was their parents? What happened to the premature babies when they got too big for the... Because they used to show them off live in the incubators. It's like, fuck. No, I understand that. It is mostly men. I understand that. Yeah, I do understand that, and he said, but to me, I'm not gonna lie, I don't even buy into this terrorism shit, and that it's like, because, and also as well, I did notice in COVID there was no terrorist attacks. Like, was they all abiding by the stay-at-home rule? I don't know. Like, fucking, but terrorism, that's another fucking podcast in itself. Oh, some of that. I got called a nonce lover on Brian's Telegram channel because I support. Do you know what? How are you a nonce lover if you're supporting me? Like, come on. Like, these people, like, and that's probably Paul the Man as well, because he had a thing about me. Even Brian said it, he did. Like, it's like, what is wrong with you people? Yeah, I don't sit here and slag off anybody. Yeah? So, Huh? Okay. Well, that's not very nice, is it, Nikki? Really, to be doing that? I mean, Nikki Lee was agreeing with them, right? That's a bit nuts. Like, I don't know. That's really thrown me. That has. That's proper thrown me. I'm gonna phone Brian and ask him what's going on because that's fucking nuts. Like that is that. What was that on then? The Steve Coogan, Jimmy Savile thing? I don't know what you mean there. No, it's just because I've got a feeling Nikki don't like me. That's not a problem. You know, I don't. She's not my friend. I don't talk to you. You're just Brian's girlfriend. Yeah, but to actively be dissing me, yeah, fucking disrespectful, mate. It really is. And if it's true, then it's really disrespectful. Oh right, okay then. Okay, there isn't a Telegram channel for Brian. I don't know because I know he said I know he's even got a TikTok account, but he don't use it. He's mad. I was surprised actually. I was surprised. Oh. Someone saying Brian hasn't got Telegram. I would. Do you know what? Right, I would because like I said. I mean, I'm pretty aware that Nikki doesn't like me, and I know that like it's more. But it's like we're kind of like 2.5 years down the line now. I don't really interact with her at all when I go down to Brian because I say hello. But to think that she would be dissing me, no, that's a bit nuts, really. I shouldn't even. But it's just, you know what, as well. You have no idea how much shit I've been signed up to, like with my email. Yeah, like it. I've been signed up to guide dogs, a pure cremation, where it. Oh my god! And it's like, why are these people doing it? Yeah. Why the fuck are these people doing that? It's just it's just oh because I do know that there are people out there that are doing that. So it's I don't know who that Belinda Bird is, but no. What the fuck's these spanners? I don't know. I don't know the lingo there, mate. Seriously, what does it mean? He's spanners. Yeah, but his spanners might slate you. Oh, no, like I don't. I got an inbox from there. Like, come on, man. The 1 minute he was on Brian's head, and now it's you got an inbox. like it's just silly. It's just because all it does is when it distracts me. Like I'm talking about shit that's real here, yeah. I'm not talking about like. And if you think I'm chatting bullshit, bounce, move, just bounce, man. You know, just yeah. It's yeah, I mean they distract me for 2 minutes, and then like you can't distract me for no longer than that, mate. That's you know, it's so. But I don't really seem to get much trolling no more as it goes, and you know, for me, I'm cool with that. But if you want to troll me, like I'm not going to ignore, but I'll smash you in my own way. You know, I'll just smash it in my own way. Bloody hell, I'm up to 88 years. Yeah. But yeah, no, I just thought I'd do a live and spat off. Like I said, just saying, you have no idea of I am actually the queen of just saying. Even before I started doing this shit, yeah, I'm known by my friends as a social grass, right? If someone tells me that, I'm like, I am terrible because if I don't agree with something, I'm telling them I don't care, you know, and so yeah, that's why I called it just saying because hello, um. Oh, well, if I've got trolls in here, they're not doing a very good job of trolling. They're just trying to throw. I mean, it's just ridiculous. But anyway, I'm going to take off now. And thanks a lot for listening. And I shall speak to you soon.